Ramp jump!
Hi guys, it's a new episode of Radio Redux. I'm your host AAUK. How do you do? Be there with you very soon indeed. For now, enjoy Final Night and the Funkstar Radio Mix. I'm not even sure this even came out.
Cross the great divide. We go our separate ways and become who we are. I'll still keep you in my heart. Hold each other like tonight is our last. And because of that fact, we forget the past. Our stars syncopation was never meant to be. So let's not resist so insistently. Don't cry, you know I won't. Radio Redux.
Analog with Next to My Generation there, an overclock remix from the Hedgehog Heaven album. Of course, dealt with a load of remixes from Sonic 2. Hi everyone, welcome to the show. Back, I appear to be flying solo today. Mr. Blake Draco is in a bit of a sort of funk. Not feeling so good. And Echo is Echo. So, it's just me! Yay! Just me! Doing things. Doing awesome things. Doing cool things. Doing poorly. Oddly enough, those two tracks, very cleverly actually, not oddly, very cleverly, summed up all the news of the last few days. Specifically doing Sonic and pretty much everything that we're going to vaguely touch on today. Because before that track we had Bentley Jones with the Funkstar Radio mix of Final Night, and then of course we had that track which happened to be called Next My Generation. Generations. The mind boggles. Or Cluedos. Or Scrabbles. Some other board game the mind does. But yes, welcome to all those listening in. They are, in no particular order of preference, in the Radio Sega room. We have Video Trekkie to join us, Sonic Mark SJ Silver Sonic, who is re-recording. Hopefully they'll re-record, not fade away. Re-record, not fade away. Re-record, not fade away. No one will remember that advert at all. But actually, Vidya might. Vidya or Turbo might. Some of those who are old enough won't remember that advert. You can tell me what it was for, you'll win a prize. And the prize will be just a modicum more respect from various faceless entities on an IRC chat room. But there we go. Shadix Croft, Arena Kage, Retrix, King Boo, Empires, Nick Venato, D'Artagnan, a CTR, or Control, or Control, Spondy Trigon, whilst over in the Sonic Stadium chat, which is slightly busier, you have Wide, Voltic Wind, Voice, Future, Turbo, Trigon, Shricky, Mellotron, The Joiner, Terios, who is AFK, Torgan A1, Sonic Mark, Sonic AD, Sonic 53091, SJ, you have Staff, who's just joined, Silver Sonic again, Shadow Fox 04, Shax Croft, Rina Kage, Ringtail Fox, Retrix, Miles Per Hour, John the GT Gamer, the Grand Tora Gamer, James, who's also AFK, but is sort of apostrophe AFK, so he's like some kind of Klingon name, James Afik, Hogfather, Aniga Venato, D'Artagnan, that control person again, Concord Hedgehog, AUK, who's on SR and RS, Spondy, Earthart, and Dan Dyer, who's on next. He's on after me. Just thought I'd mention that now. His nice new series, nice new show. Apparently, according to... you may have noticed somebody's missing there, if you've been listening for a while, and that's because Chanbot. According to Voltic Wind, Chanbot is gone. Well, he's not gone really. He's risen so high in the ranks we can't see him anymore. But he's now called Chan Serve, so he's gone from a bot to a server, and eventually he will become the head of Apple. Because that's the way things go. The head of Apple, and then he'll go on to becoming the head of Google, and then he will go on to becoming the world. He'll be known as Chan Earth. Google Earth will be renamed to Google Chanbot. It'll be this monstrous face with benevolence and fury and other things. Hogfire says, well, you know, it would be funny if Classic 3D Sonic turned out to be Sonic's son. No, it wouldn't. It would be stupid. But that's something we are indeed talking about today, is the trailer, which is not for Sonic Generations, because Sonic Generations doesn't exist yet, because Sega has not announced a game called Sonic Generations, despite the fact that everyone else on the planet believes that this game's called Sonic Generations, and there's lots of evidence to suggest that it is called Sonic Generations. Of course, Sega has said nothing. Yes. Yeah, so you can either look at the facts, which seem to suggest that there is a game called Sonic Generations, or alternatively, we can assume that it's just a little trailer for nothing at all. Nothing at all. But if it's not a game, then why is there, game platforms listed in legal line of a teaser trailer? It's doesn't quite work like that. Also, the fact that this game is apparently going to have some Kinect interactivity in it. That's kind of interesting. Few of us spotted that. It's not. Bizarrely, there is a Kinect logo, but that Kinect logo isn't in the end sling. But Kinect is listed down in the legal jargon at the bottom. So that's actually interesting, and could have been a bit of a boob on Sega's part, actually. Vogue Pharmacist, they did say something. They released a statement that simply had written on it the word nothing. Apparently Sega have tweeted since then, according to Sonic Stadium, which I read earlier. Do you know you actually get on Sonic Stadium now? It's actually there. Which is ironic, because now you can't get on Sonic Retro for the life of you. There's this like server hoodoo that is going around. And it all started with TSSZ going down. I don't know if anyone noticed that. TSSZ went down. And then, for a very long period of time, you had Rex and Sega Media having all sorts of server issues because our server was faulty, it turned out. And the thing that actually made it go, oh, there's a problem, reboot, actually wasn't working. So then we fixed that, and then Sonic Stadium went down for quote, a day or so, and then 2 weeks later it rematerialised, looking slightly different. And everyone going, well, why can't we get on the forum anymore? And then, as soon as they sort of got back up, Retro have started having issues with bandwidth and connectivity and all sorts. So, yeah, I kind of agree with a statement somebody else said in the chat earlier that the internet can apparently have only so many Sonic websites. Joining me now over my left shoulder is Echo Hawk. Say hello, Echo.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, honey. Are you joining me for the show? You are joining me for the show. Oh, pull up a chair. There's a space for you. You're quite happy standing up. Well, I will move across a bit and give you some more space. We're talking about some of the things that have been going on this week, because we've had the teaser trailer that's not for Sonic Generations, because Sega very specifically said nothing on the matter, so that game clearly doesn't exist, despite all evidence to the contrary.
Is it just going to write itself out of history?
It's Sonic Generations to Sonic 06 itself before it's even announced. That would be quite impressive, actually. But also, we've got Bentley. Have you heard his recent thing? He just tweeted, actually. He's got back in to his hotel at 3 AM for whatever reason he's staying. He's working on his little project, whatever it is now. It's bothering me. Get a good question. I'm getting questions from Russia. It's cool. But he's teaming up with Dr. Dre's son, apparently. Be interesting. Coming soon, D12 featuring Bentley Jones. That'd be interesting. But what have you been up to this week, Echo? You didn't ask questions like that.
My life's not that interesting. I don't know why. I like them, but...
Oh, she likes you.
I got much love from the boombox last night. That was pretty awesome.
Easy. Sure. Okay. But yeah, so there's what do you think of the the teaser trailer. You can give your honest opinion because this is our show. So,
We're not strapped down by the...
are we not restricted anymore by what we can say?
I didn't know that we really pulled that many punches, to be
No,
perfectly
well,
honest.
you could, I couldn't.
I don't remember, to be honest. It's been so
I'm-
many years.
I was interested in how the trailer went out.
It went out, like, the fashion that it went out?
The fashion that it went out, yes, that would be a good way of putting it.
Is it, like, the fact that it just went, like, YouTube, or...
No, it didn't. It went Facebook and it didn't go YouTube. I don't quite see why they couldn't just put it on YouTube and then.
Well,
Why not? Why put it on Facebook?
Surely they would have, like, a
As
community
exclusive.
manager, somebody who works online to
Well,
guide
it was
you
an
through this
ESRB
process.
trailer. No, SOA put it up.
SOA put it up.
SOA put it up because it's ESRB trailer.
But they only put it
Because
on...
you can't put an ESRB. You can't put non-ESRB trailers up on Facebook because the ESRB then go, "Why are you doing this?" You know, it's.
But only on
But
Facebook.
Peggy isn't. Yeah, the ESRB have this opinion that they actually rule the internet,
Oh,
and
right,
that
yeah.
all digital media, despite the fact that where it comes from, has to be actually
Well, you
has to be
know,
actually registered with them. It's ridiculous.
one of Obama's
So
like
no-
rules, any
No, it's not.
American
It's
thing.
not.
It's
It's not a ruling. It's not a ruling. They've just got it in. They've just got it into their head that
dear.
if you put a Peggy trailer or something up on a non-American or non-Euro specific account, then it's
Invalid.
and they can actually level charges against you.
I'd love to see Control.
They have. They have in
They
the past
succeeded?
and it's ridiculous. There's really big handcuffs because this American organisation seems to think that it polices the internet
And they do.
because the American population is very different to. I really wish.
The Russians are up
I
Leave
can't
alone.
understand translating English. Go away.
Leave alone.
Go away.
I will beat off the Russian woman.
I don't know.
Can't be sure.
Does anyone know what gender wown is? Because I actually don't know. Douglas ever heard of a game called Let's Make a Soccer Team? Yes, I have. It's brilliant. There's an entire Japanese series in Japan, funny enough, called Let's Make, and Concord Legend sent you a PM on Eon
It doesn't surprise me.
in a while, in Eons.
In Eon, yeah, I've kind of been distracted.
She's been busy being a ninja or something.
Samurai!
Samurai. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
How dare you!
Have I offended your honour?
Yeah, hello. My character went up and whooped your ass for that.
You the bitch slapped me across the face with a rice bowl now.
You don't mess with L5R, and that's for bloody shit.
You're an elf as well? Yeah, oh, good.
L5R, that's the defining.
I'm not a goose.
You're such a...
I'm not a goose. God's sake.
You're such a...
Aww.
yeah, pretty much.
Alright. Everyone's like, samurais are better, says Concord Hedgehog. Wait. Where were we? I was talking about Peggy.
ESRB.
No, I was interested in the way that went out because it's like why you know it's going to get taken off there and put on YouTube immediately. So why not control the YouTube and have it as the main? You know, people know to look for that account. They can embed it in
They could have done anything
any
else.
external site that then uses that trailer. It's not using your trailer. It's using a version of your trailer, but it's not the one on your account. It's using somebody else's trailer, which means that
You just credited yourself.
well, it means you can't, from a community management point of view, you can't actually track the stats particularly well. Now, it just seemed a bit silly to me. I personally would have done it that way, but again, it's not my It's not my business anymore because Sonic's still my business, and how they do things is my concern. Goddamn concern. But it still seems it's very peculiar the way it was done. I don't know. I'm sure they had their reasons. I'm sure they had their reasons. I have suspicions as to why they did things like that, but I won't go into those.
From our point of view, they're a pile of dirt right now.
It seemed a bit ludicrous. Echo steals my biscuits and my drink.
Damn, you are territorial.
Hey, you polished off an entire packet of those jam rings. And I like those.
Yeah, I'll buy some more.
Yeah, you'll go buy me some more.
Yep.
With my money.
With money, we're not sure whose money it is.
Oh
really
yeah.
The government's
Oh,
money.
it's the government's money.
Well,
The government's not giving me any money.
who's printing this stuff? Who's holding the gold reserves or whatever now?
We don't have any gold reserves. Brown sold them all.
And he could.
Yeah, he was clever.
Who'd he give them to?
He sold them probably Iceland.
Really?
That worked out really well.
So that was what the eruption was for. It's all coming together now.
Just to hide all the gold. Actually, Iceland other news. Iceland apparently held a referendum the other day. So the second referendum on how to pay everyone back, because Iceland they owe a few people, but very specifically, they owe the Dutch and the UK billions, basically. Billions and billions and billions. And basically there was something down the table as to how to pay them back, because it was a bit silly. So Iceland needs to maintain its recovery from all the issues, but meanwhile there's the UK and Holland going, excuse me, I think you're fine, we're severely out of pocket because of you.
You could say that
So
for a lot
by
of countries.
yeah, so
and a lot
they
of
tried to sort of do some sort of diplomatic solution and go, well we'll put up here, you know, it'll be over this amount of time and it won't be as much, but it's not completely screwing us over, and they try to work it out. They have to put it to the referendum to the people.
Well, I'd hate to go to war with Iceland.
Then the people UK has done before.
This would be the shortest war in all of
It
history.
wasn't a very good war.
It wasn't very good.
But look it up. Iceland and the UK did go to war at one point in time, as I recall.
Well, it's going to be about money. If it's not
but
religion.
It was rejected by like 52% to 48.
Really?
And on Iceland's premier has basically just looked at the country people and just went, "You idiots! Now look what you've done. You've made it go the worst possible route, because now it will have to go through like the European court,
Oh,
and the court will be very Iceland doesn't have a leg to stand on, and as a result, you're going to have the European court going, okay, you've got to pay back even more. Right. So not only is it got to go through a very long and very expensive legal process, Iceland's going to look terrible. It's going to damage their recovery. It's going to damage UK and Dutch recovery. It's going to mean very severe issues for future in terms of democratic relations between Holland, the UK, and Iceland. And I say previous, but this is the worst situation. People have chosen to do the worst situation. It's just like,
They're like,
yeah, they'll end up worse in the short term, worse in the mid term, and absolutely screwed in the long term. Pride goeth before. I don't.
Go with
Hogfather says that's why mums go to Iceland. Oh! Or rather, the EU court. Yeah, there's a long 5-minute discussion about politics in Iceland, which you really weren't expecting on Radio Arena.
Well,
But there we go. But yeah, generation. It's What do you think about the look of? Because if you haven't seen the
Little fat one?
if you haven't seen the tease trailer, like, where have you been? But yes, modern Sonic running through what is very obviously Green Hill in 3D.
It's interesting from an artistic perspective because you've got the whole kind of blasé plaster white. You know, there's nothing there. And you see the different shapes. And then you notice where he's running. Oh, all of a sudden, this is like Epic Mickey.
Everyone's going like, everyone's going like, oh, it's like this. They didn't have time. People going like they didn't have time to finish it. No, that was a design decision.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, anybody with a brain. I hate to say it. It's not. It's very obviously deliberate, but like the dumb person would look and go, "Oh, it's no finish." It's like, are you retarded? They have this stuff in their pocket.
They've done. It's a very deliberate. It's very clearly a deliberate design decision. So the question then is, why is it that? Why is it that?
That's the point.
That's the point. So that says, okay, so it's like that's what happened. But has anyone else noticed? I mean, Sonic came through and did his thing. He did all the Unleashed moves.
Yes.
All of them.
Yes.
He did the drift.
Yes.
He did the quick jump and slide.
Yes.
He did all three. Which would suggest a few things to me. I don't know about you guys.
Well, it's a hint, obviously, because otherwise
it's a hint of what we
showing.
Yeah.
Compared to other trailers,
why would you show all the moves that were kind of introduced with Unleashed, which was was Hedgehog Engine. So I reckon we got, I reckon we've got Hedgehog Engine in this one, because we didn't have Hedgehog Engine in colours. But you know what? They didn't let me say that. It was one of the things I couldn't say was that.
That's weird.
It was like, well, but it should be obvious to people. But can I just like confirm that it's like Colours doesn't have the Hedgehog Engine because it's next generation? It's like, no, we don't want to say that. But
I think anybody could tell, besides the fact that it was on the Wii for one and for two, it was just, I don't know. You could feel it, you could see it differently. And I'm glad to see Hedgies coming back.
Yeah, but yeah, you had them leaping off, and then classic Sonic appeared. Bum bum bum. Joiner's going. Colours didn't use the Hedgehog engine. No, it didn't use the Hedgehog engine. Did you see a Hedgehog engine logo at any point? No.
Check the credits.
Is it in the credits? No, it doesn't use the Hedgehog engine because.
Did it use Havoc? I know that sounds good.
Yeah, I think it did use Havoc.
Okay.
But no. Colours doesn't have the Hedgehog. Hedgehog engine was next generation consoles. It was very specifically 360 PS3. So if anyone still thinks that the Colours used the Hedgehog engine, no, it didn't.
It should be pretty obvious.
It didn't. No.
And even the Wii version technically didn't. Then again, people who just own the Wii and own nothing else would not understand what the Hedgehog is.
I was going to they all bloody use Havoc, and that is very true.
I like Havoc, to be perfectly honest.
Well, no, I wasn't AAUK bad for saying no Hedgehog engine, bad time. Well, no, I was told not to confirm it, which was, it's just one of those things where you're going through and community manager is like, what, can't I just like say that? And it's like, no.
I suspect it would have
Why? It's just confirming what people know.
I know, but it probably would have put some people off who weren't already aware of the change. I suspect.
Yeah.
Which is probably
Funny enough, that high graphic next generation engine doesn't work on the high graphic machine.
Really?
It's funny that, isn't it?
Well, Wii is not graphically empowered
No,
at all.
but I mean, frankly, that should make you more impressed with Colours, because Colours was at such a level that I know some people don't like Colours graphically, but frankly, it was brilliant graphically. Yeah.
It was successful, is what I describe Colours as, because they tried to emphasize obviously the spectrum.
We's never had a graphic then. We've never had a Hedgehog
actually,
engine.
to be honest, I had to research this for a newspaper years ago, but it actually has less power than the GameCube. No word of a lie.
Yeah.
It's less powerful than its predecessor in graphics-wise. In other ways, it's got some advantages, certainly. But it still seems ironic that certain games are still better to play with a GameCube controller on.
I mean, part of that was with the GameCube, because they actually tried to put quite a bit of process for the time. They tried to put a lot of process about what Nintendo always do is they try and balance out the cost of making it versus the best. So Nintendo, if they wanted to, Nintendo could have just made the GameCube absolute freaking bells and whistles all over the place. But they don't. It's one of the things that they do. If you look at Nintendo, not a lot of Nintendo consoles, specifically GameCube, Wii, and even the Nintendo 64, they actually share the same parts in terms of like small things,
yeah,
like the way the LEDs are designed,
as
and
simple
various...
and basic, isn't it? The power cord is even the exact same one. No word of a lie.
Pretty much.
I'm actually sure you can interchange the outlets because it's the same thing. They didn't change it. They didn't even bother to do that.
They literally they keep stuff that they do because then they keep their costs down, which they then pass on to the consumer.
I disagree.
So hence the Wii means the Wii is cheap. The Wii was cheaper.
There is no business that tries
GameCube
to pass
was cheaper.
on costs.
Well, yeah. In theory,
it makes from their perspective maybe, but from Nintendo's perspective, they're still
there's that extra bit of window for them to lower it.
I don't know. I'm confused by Nintendo's strategy on that one. I mean, the 3DS, besides the fact that it's going to cause enough, brain damage to like cull the rest of the video world off, it's. Yeah. I'm not sure what they're going for in console-wise, It just doesn't seem to make sense progressionally with the generations, with what they've been doing. I mean, what was it? SNES, 64, GameCube,
Wii.
And then Wii. I mean, from all up until about GameCube, it made sense. But the Wii just kind of stagnated or took a step back almost, as it were. The only thing, obviously...
the Wii, it sort of... I wouldn't say step back, but it sort of stood still and then sort of solidified its position, and then looked to expand. The Wii expanded the market. The reason the Wii is so successful is it made gaming. Make no mistake about it. We made gaming mainstream. Wii has made it more of a family thing, obviously. And
that was the Facebook revolution right there, because you were playing games with your family, and you realized that
it's more of a social. It's more of a social gaming.
Instead
it's
of
tied in
nerds in the basement.
As tied in with that particular setting with anything. So they've got this groundwork Wii now, which it's got all the other stuff. I don't know.
It's crazy. Although, you could tell it just hit because otherwise Kinect wouldn't have been in development. And the whole... I mean, they had iToy, but it just never seemed to really catch on because it still was the one...
iToy didn't work.
That too. That was a small detail. It didn't work.
It didn't work.
But,
what can you do? You can wave your arms around. Okay, what else can you do? You can... wave your arms around!
They did do a combination where you could wave your arms around and have a DDR pad, so you were dancing and doing your hands. That was supposed to be like...
Well, that's like evolved into what they're doing now with those Dance Revolution-ish games.
Yeah, but this was before that.
Motion.
This was before that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that sort of evolved into it.
It makes sense, yeah. It was the brilliant, it made sense, it worked, but as far as that. And then now we've got the DS and the 3DS. But this touchscreen hasn't gone any further than just DS, which I find interesting.
Not on the DS, no, but...
Well, 3DS now.
A lot of that stuff Apple has got in terms of...
I know, they've branched that
in terms of the patents for the touchscreen technology.
Oh, that's what it is.
Apple have got an awful lot of patents on that now.
To be fair, it doesn't make or break a lot of gameplay, but it does allow for a lot of interesting game developments. But there's still some comfort in having a game you can hold between your hands and still play, just like as if it was a console in your lap. But some games, work with. Obviously, you've got the various learning games and things like that, where user input on that graphical scheme of recognition, that makes sense. But it just doesn't quite make sense. I wonder, even because Nintendo's always been aiming for kind of an innovation, to just take it a different step. There was a console wars for so long. Everybody almost seemed like the same thing. It's like, oh, you had a brand favorite, and that was it. That's what the Genesis versus SNES argument with me and my friend back in the day. But now it's a little bit more diverse, but basically you're either a PS3 or an Xbox fan, or you go Nintendo because you're, younger generation, whatever, You could think of umpteen excuses for that.
Exactly. But yes, of course, going back to Generation, because we've veered so far.
I know, but it's relevant!
It is relevant. That's a very probably profitable topic of conversation we've had on the show in years, this. I like how you're dancing along to this in the background.
No, I can't stand anything on the Game Gear?
That's Triple Trouble, though.
Hate it. Hate the music. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's so irritating, but it's more 8-bit than 8-bit could possibly be. It's so crap.
No, that's the final boss.
Hate it.
Of that.
But yes.
Extreme had the hands and feet mode, which is what Echo's talking about since joining, so DVR Extreme.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, I think there was something like that. But you know what I'm saying, and that was so successful enough, at least, that they decided to go, let's do the whole damn thing, and there's the eye camera and everything like that. But with Generations, we got the little dude.
The
little
modern
fat guy.
Sonic then being joined by classic black-eyed Sonic.
Little fat guy.
Little fat guy.
I love the little fat guy.
Yeah, and then you had stupid people, and they opened their brains.
I'm finding that more and more. People who stop and think are just...
Because it's like, is that Sonic's son? Well, let's think about this. Yeah, thanks for the hug, honey. I know, it's just... Why are you so stupid?
Whoa.
Why?
Whoa.
You can't...
You blew it up! Damn you! It was beautiful!
It was beautiful, and then you destroyed it!
You're so stupid! Oh, I'm sorry guys, but...
No, we're not. We're not. If you honestly thought it's Sonic's son, there's issue. Okay, remember, Sonic is 15!
Hey, now that's not... Don't even get me started on that topic of society right now.
Okay, let's think about this. If that's...
By the age of 15, some people are on their second kid, okay? I'm just telling you that
I'm
now.
just throwing this out there, okay? Who's the mother then?
Yeah.
Well, it can't be Amy, because Amy's 12!
Yeah, that's usually when they're popping out their first kid, too. It fits, but it's horrible, but no, obviously.
Of course, the mother is vanilla.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh god. That's wrong. That's wrong.
What are you doing with Mummy, Mr. Sonic? Oh god! The blood is pouring from the eyes.
Maybe he just spawned him into life.
The next TV show will just show Cream just like holding her knees and rocking backwards and forwards in the corner of the room and just playing with two dolls and going, things were much better before. Things were much better before.
It's different when Eggman was around. No. But yeah.
All of a sudden, it's like Sonic Hero style, you just hear Sonic level up! Oh!
Now they're saying
dear
the mother's
God!
shadow. There's so many things.
Tall guys, they're saying the mother is Froggy.
I don't think we have a gender for Frog.
No.
We just call him little guy, but...
So it's a clone of Sonic. No, it's very clearly classic Sonic. Classic, pudgy, black-eyed Sonic.
I'm gonna still compare this. I hate to do this, but it is basically Epic Mickey to some extent, in a very different way. But it's looking back. It's you've seen the art style before. Although classic Mickey confuses the hell out of me. I don't even know.
I don't like classic Mickey from an art style. I think they did. You know,
well, they're playing on nostalgia.
I know, but what annoys me about it isn't so much what they did, it's what they didn't do. It's like they saw what they could do, and they went all the way there, and then it's just like 2 paces away from making it what it should have been. They just went, yeah, that's okay, because we don't want to upset Disney anymore. It's like, we'll push the envelope, but we won't push it to what we wanted to push it to. We'll just sort of almost there, just so we've got a bit of a comfort gap. And they should have just gone the whole way. There was a lot of nice in-jokes there and references, but again, they could have done more. And that
Well,
annoys
that's the same with companies these days, especially when you're handling such nostalgic, product.
Yep.
You just can't fuck with it enough. And if you do, then you piss off the people who give you permission. So it doesn't.
But
work.
this is one of those things. Okay, so it is very clearly classic Sonic. So you have Sonic. You have Sonic 1, Sonic classic era Sonic. But when that happened, Sonic was young. We'll throw Sonic 4 out the window. Sonic 4 never happened. We're going to 06 Sonic 4. It never happened. Okay.
There was a Sonic 4.
Yeah, there was. Didn't you hear about it? There was lots of teaser trailers.
I remember 3, and I remember 3 and Knuckles and all this stuff, but I don't remember 4.
But the thing is, you've got modern Sonic's like 15.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic at that time was like, I don't know, 8, wasn't he? Or something.
Are you sure? I don't.
Sonic in that time was much younger, much younger.
Are you sure? We're gonna have to look up a game manual for that if they even have one.
Because I mean, I know they retconned the ages, and they made. Because when Tails came in,
he was
Tails,
like 6.
Tails was 6.
Yeah,
and I swear
that
the Sonic one was like 8.
No, I don't.
And then I think he got upgraded to 9, and then they upgraded the age. And Concord said that obviously they Charmy is the most obvious in terms of retconning because he managed to lose an entire decade. On the plus side, he also managed to gain about 1 meter in height. So. He became, more. He became more of a size relevant to the universe as opposed to an actual bee.
Well, most of the animals.
Charmy bee. He's an actual bee. He's the size of a bee.
Hedgehogs could not stand toe to toe with crocodiles. Okay, it's not
well, Vector obviously got majorly redesigned with the Heroes era because he was like this speed. Vector was the speed character. He was the.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because he was lanky speedster.
Have you been doodling on my notes?
No, I've not been doodling. Well, I did a thing.
See, that's what I thought you did. Never mind.
Yeah, I did that. That's
Yay, tabletop notes.
Anyway, I need like a sergeant badge randomly.
I know. I was like, what the heck is that? I don't remember doing that.
Concord says he was like 15. I think then became 20. No, he's always been 15 ever since 1998.
Sonic?
No, Vector became older. Yeah, Vector is. I think Vector is 20.
Yeah, he's one of the oldest characters. Rouge is still the oldest.
Rouge is not the oldest.
No?
Rouge is 18.
18.
Rouge is 18. Nux is 17, I think, or 16.
People calling you on your chaotix, man. They're saying Vector.
No, SBO was speed. If SBO was speed, then SBO was speed in Heroes, but Vector was a really fast character because his entire design was geared around speed. So
he was a pretty.
Because remember you had Mighty then, so Mighty was the speed, the power then. So they had 2 speed characters. In terms of SBO and
from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, it is entitled.
What is this?
I don't know.
No, it's just the spoofy one. Let's get rid of that. Super Sonic Dance Attack. Whatever it was. Knuckles is Knuckles is 16, and then you got Rouge.
Somebody
17
needs to
or
get
18.
the manuals out. Somebody needs to bust them
Rouge
out.
17 or 18. I can't quite remember.
I'm too lazy to do it myself.
I think Rouge might be 18.
He's up there.
More to hint about, the age of consent, probably, than anything else. But no, seriously, because if you're gonna have a character, Rouge is 17, according to Togo. But Rouge is like on the cusp of 17, 18. You're gonna have the character that's gonna be a blatant, cock tease for one of the other characters.
You don't want
probably
it to be
best.
jailbait. You don't want it to be jailbait.
At least somewhere should be legal.
I don't know why they don't. I hate to say it. I mean,
but I think what happened with Amy's age. Amy was about. I can't remember when Sonic CD when Amy's age was revealed. Amy got
game
changed.
she really featured.
Amy's age got. I think Amy might have been like the same age of Tails, and like maybe 7.
I don't know. I feel like this is way too young for them. I would have think.
Well, I was thinking about post adventure. Obviously, everything got thrown out the window. I mean, you could argue regarding Knuckles that he's not 16 or 17, and that he's like 5,000 and something, because that's what the comics have hinted at in various guises, that Knuckles is actually ridiculously
See, this is
old.
the problem.
And was around into Cal's time.
With all of Sega, and no, he wasn't.
I think that was STC.
But there's no. This is the sucky part about all of Sonic. I mean, in the truth of it, you just can't tell what's canon and what's not. Sometimes it's really hard to tell.
I still need to do that thing which explained everything, because I had this whole thing on Sega boards,
because
and then everybody moaned. It was like, can somebody tell us the answer to this? Okay, here's the answer. This is canon, this is canon, this is canon, this isn't canon. And it was like, how is this not canon? You suck. It's like, well, it's what Sega and what Sonic Team are going on as canon at the moment, you know. Mm-hmm. It's like, do we know that certain things happened, and certain things have got retconned, and certain things didn't happen, and what have you? Mm-hmm. Because you've got... actually, let's have a music break, and then when we get back, we'll discuss this. Okay. Because I've been willing to discuss this for a while, but...
Well, there you go.
But, yeah, Jay just agrees. So
yeah, Jay's kind of useless, sorry.
Oh, he's not useless at all.
He's
wonderful. He's so mean. Let's...
Who's sulking upstairs right now?
He's not feeling good.
He's fine. He's smoky.
Yeah. Alright, is there a particular music track you would like?
I want some Alpha Dog.
You want Alpha Dog?
Yes.
Another Funk Star Radio again.
Yar.
Because you want that.
Yar.
Is there anything... Let's have something before that, though.
Yep. Well, hurry up, you try. You gotta put a space between.
Yeah.
Here's the feeling.
Got the Chow Marathon, which is more Libro, but we'll have that after Dog Funkster. we're back. We have there the Alpha Dog Funkstar Radio Mix, followed by some weird person called Libro, don't know who that was. Sonic Adventure 2 Chow Marathon remix. Then we had Sonic Adventure 2 on the boss theme, Suitable Opponent. We followed that up with what you're listening to at the moment, which is the Meat Beat Manifesto mix of Lazy Days Living in Paradise. The Sonic Adventure remix album. Echo's run away with Blake to join the circus or something, so it's back to being just me again. But if she comes back, we'll start chin wagging about what you guys think about Generations. If you have an opinion on it, please drop me a PM if you're listening in the IRC chat, and I will talk about things to do with that. Yeah, hopefully we'll talk about the plot stuff. Yeah, it is very clearly classical. It's not Sonic Sun. It's a bit silly. Sonic Classic is much younger and everything else. So.
Hello, I'm doing a hawk.
You're doing a hawk?
Yes. Coming in halfway through the show.
There you go. Hi. Hi, Echo Draco.
Like hawk.
Why, Echo? You've suddenly grown much taller and hairier. And
oh dear, don't start this again. No, she'll be down a bit.
Be down a bit?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Turn you to abnormal skin.
the shock and awe of having Echo Hawk on the show.
Was there any shock and awe, or was it a load of...
I was astonished.
you were, yeah.
Everyone else was as well, to be honest. It's like, we can hear her. This is awesome. What am I up to? Well, we're going to talk about the what's canon and what's not. But for the time being, I've asked people if they've got in the IRC chat room. Hello. Let's talk about Johnny English 2, because apparently that's coming out. He's like this. no one's heard this at all. Hog Bob says never mind about Generations. We don't care about Generations now. We know Johnny English 2 is real. I did have some questions for you from my new Governato. Horcrux or Hallow? This is Harry Potter. Would you like something fashioned by death, or would you like death itself, or would you like something that holds a part of your soul that you have ripped asunder by murder? Yeah. Would you like something borrowed from death that you will then stalk you for the rest of your life to reclaim, or would you like to split your soul in two and hide part of it in something, which then makes you less human?
Does it have like a perk, like you become immortal?
You can technically not die in theory.
Okay.
Although if you die, you then go into this sort of like in-between non-death state, and you have to call upon allies, which will inevitably lead to one of them having to cut his own hand off.
I think I have to take that. First option.
No one knows what anyone's going Johnny English. Johnny English is based on a character that Rowan Atkinson created for the Barclaycard advert, so it's not like. But also the first one's in 2003, so by the time this one comes out, it'll be almost like 10 years of Lava. There's a tease track by the way. Okay, and Blake, do you think that Bentley could have chosen a better rapper to help him into the spotlight of the mainstream music? He was working with the son of Dr. Dre. Well, he could have worked with Dr. Dre himself. Yeah, it's that would have worked brilliantly for him. Yeah, just what also pulls out the downside of having a Horcrux is that you end up looking more and more like a snake. So, and you start talking like that. Ah, Sophia, I see you are here at last. It's like,
Why are you saying something like mafioso?
it's Harry Potter, the boy who lived. Hogfarms with Johnny English with ASR DLC. No! No, what's his all-star move? I don't care. He messes up and everyone and the game just crashes. That's his all-star move, the game crashes.
The party gets kicked from the game and the game suddenly dies.
Hogfarms is everyone to SMB to spam up status updates for anything Johnny English related. Never mind that, I want you to answer my question on Sonic Rex about what do you think this mysterious item is. Did you see this?
Is this
Mysterious tin, yeah.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, never mind. Never mind going to Sonic Stadium, no one cares about Sonic Stadium.
Except your copy and paste.
Yeah. No one cares about Sonic Stadium. Go to Sonic Rex. It's much cooler. You find out different stuff. So go there instead. Go there and comment on this article. Go on. Also moves to fire a ballpoint pen at other opponents. Yeah, no, he gets a ballpoint pen and an elastic band, and then uses the top of the ballpoint pen to flick the elastic band. But there's like a 1 out of 5 chance of him actually succeeding. The other 4 times he'll flick himself in the eye, which will then cause him to crash instantaneously.
Then your controls are messed up.
I think Matt also asked that what are the odds that, based on the teaser trailer alone, that we'll be seeing old school Amy, Eggman, as well as Mighty and Fang in the upcoming game. People are dubbing some generations. I don't know. We don't know anything yet, so.
Based on the teaser trailer, you can't really say there's any odds really.
We don't know anything at the moment. Considering that, I mean, the one thing I'm pretty sure of is that I doubt we'll see Mighty and I doubt we'll see Fang. Because I swear to God, when I was at SEGA, I was the only person who knew that there was Mighty and Fang. It became so. What about this character? This character? Who's that? That's Mighty. Who's that? Yeah. You know how there's like these other games? Yeah, this guy was like the villain in 2 games. Was he? Yes. If not, 3 technically. What? No, I've never come across him. Cyan Rock Temples. So yeah, I doubt we'll see Mighty and Fang. It'd be really cool if we did. But there we go. Silver Sonic regarding the game that may or may not be Generations. I thought the trailer looked good. I'm kind of disappointed that this future game isn't coming out on Wii. Yes, but Wii U's got Sonic Colors, which we also found out there's no plan via the Sega Twitter. We also found out there was no plans for Colors to come out on 360 or PS3. It's a shame, really. But I did ask. I asked at the time was that why is it coming out on Wii? And nobody had an answer for me. Nobody seemed to know. So it's just like, okay, it's just one of those Wii exclusive titles then. Okay. Because you can understand why it was there for the situation with Black Knight was that, because waggling the sword, and I can see why it was for Secret Rings, because it was very clearly motion, and it was that was very clear. This is stuff. It would have worked. It would have worked really good. Who knows? In a couple of years.
Maybe.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Yeah. Despite its future site, the game isn't coming out for Wii. But I mean, yeah, I don't think it will come out for Wii. It does come out. To be honest, I've never hated this Concord Hedgehog. This is, by the way. To be honest, I've never hated the Sonic game in my life. So if this trailer has anything to do with a plan for a Sonic game coming out, then I'm sure it should please old fans and new alike to stop effing whining about OMG, green eyes, nose, etc. I mean, heck, I didn't hate 06 much, but I mean, yeah, it was broken and rushed really bad, but excellent music and really sweet graphics. I especially loved Kingdom Valley because I love forests and jungle levels in Sonic games, and Kingdom Valley looked beautiful. I'm hoping for more jungle forest levels will appear in the new game. In terms of that, I mean, it'll assumedly, you have to assume things here, but all Sonic games do go to Sonic level standard set, so there will be one foresty level, presumably. Forest, you've got a Green Hill alike, but that might be Green Hill, so whether or not we get something else.
Industrial.
Fire related, water related, ruins related,
Sky.
space, up in the air, on the ground, overground, wobbling free. Someone who's got a new game, don't you see? Tall Guy says, I have a funny feeling what the plot of the Sonic Generation story is going to be, and I know I'm jumping the gun, it's better than jumping the shark, a bit, but this is what I think it's going to be. Next Gen Sonic goes back in time to stop Eggman from changing the past, so he will be able to take over the world, while Next Gen Sonic is on his time-travelling adventure. He then bumps into Classic Sonic after they found out what's going on and what Eggman is planning to do. What are your thoughts on this? That's plausible.
It's plausible.
It is plausible. I mean, as with anything relating to time travel, you've got the whole paradox situation of meeting yourself. So it's like whether or not, if it's old Sonic meeting his younger self, then surely older Sonic would then know about the fact that he met himself in the future. There's going to be a point in time we will no doubt discuss this. Yeah, whether or not Classic Sonic will speak. Well, Classic Sonic will either probably not speak, will speak with, yeah, it's one of those things, I mean, whatever happens, as soon as you get into that, everyone will go, fanboys will rage, because at that point everyone will go, the way I think should have been done is much better than the way that they actually did it. Yeah. One of these days people should just like step back and go, you know what? We don't actually fucking own Sonic. It's the owners who own Sonic can do what the f they like with Sonic. Whether or not it's Roger Craig Smith that voices younger Sonic, I mean, it would make no sense for it to be Jason or Ryan. Would it be other things like? And then if it was another voice, people complain that it's not Jason, it's not Ryan, or it's not, Jaleel. It's... Why isn't that Jaleel? You're going to fly off. Ugh. Sonic Mark says, I think the trailer looks spiffy, but I do wonder whether this game will feature time travel, in which case, tell me, Sonic, where you go? Tell me, Sonic, where are we going this time? Is this Green Hill Zone on 1999? We'll have to see, won't we? I mean, the question is, which way does it go? Is it classic? Is it classic using his like Sonic CD-esque abilities, or like future, very very future, or what have you? Rack says they got Jaleel White to voice actor in an indie fan movie. Sure, they can get him to voice actor in an official game. Yeah, the problem with that is you're assuming that he was like an official voice for Sonic in some way. Sonic didn't. The cartoons are different to the game universe. It'd be interesting if they did do that, but I don't know. Hogfather says Brian Blessed said voice classic Sonic. Oh, that would work. I'm going to get you, Dr. Eggman! Yeah, that's going to work. Tails alive? I'm Brian Blessed! Yeah, no, just no. I don't know, but there's the question whether or not it's, you know, it is modern Sonic going back, or is it classic Sonic going forward, or is it neither? Is it both? We just don't know. Hope Farmer says it's one of three things: an arts and crafts storage kit. This is regarding the thing. It's one of those three things: an arts and crafts storage kit, one of those things like ink stamps and other items, a snuff box, or my first Sonic drug dealing kit. No, I don't think it's that last one. Rex says, remember that the game comes in 2 names. I'd never have guessed that the Japanese game came in Japanese as well. That's funny. Yeah, our conference says regarding Sonic Generations, or whatever. The box Sonic Generations will be modern day Eggman goes back in time to prevent Robotnik, a Sonic 4 physics machine, who resulted chaos will prevent fans from buying Sonic 2 and prevent modern Sonic from existing. Modern Sonic travels back in time to stop them. Yeah, but then people might be cheering for Eggman if you did that, which would be interesting. It's like, no, let Eggman win! It raises everything and does things. Right? I don't know. Earthart says, what do you think of EC Khrushchev and Radio Sega last night? I don't own Radio Sega, so I have no real thoughts either way. It was a very nice show. It was nice to hear a sort of Saturday night Sega / EC Airwaves crossover show, and look forward to perhaps hearing more in the future. Raha. Anyway, I don't know where Echo is, so we might just end things, I think. And we'll get before next week, maybe. Next week we'll start talking about what is canon and what is not. That'll be a good topic of conversation. Of course, next week we won't have Echo, so I'm sure we'll inevitably be distracted by something. Like, you know, a piece of string in the breeze. It's like this sort of kitten. We're just like, all string. Okay. I'm going to leave you with some nice music from something or the other. Let's have some Sonic Unleashed, that'd be nice. Let's do... This is what I wouldn't normally do. Skyscraper Scamper Night. Wow, I can't honestly say that I can't remember playing this before. So, Skyscraper Scamper Night. Try saying that if you're drunk. And we'll follow that up with... since we're talking about time travel and things, we'll have Stardust Present by Mr. Nielsen, Mr. Young. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. We will see you next week. Coming up next on Sega Sonic Radio, it's Dan Dyer's show. So keep tuned. If you're listening on Radio Sega, of course, you presumably get the 24/7 stream back up soon. Not as cool. What are you going to do, huh? Okay, so Skyscraper Scamper Night and Stardust Present. I'll be on GK. This has been Radio Redux, and we will see you next week. Bye for now.